Consider supporting Sonicguru Productions on Patreon for just $1 a month. Link below in the description. Moving on to our next thing, which is the biggest thing, and here's the thing. Let's talk about timing. Last week, or week before, considering when we're recording this, we talked about Ken Penders, go F himself, and Balang Wonderland.
Yeah.
So I thought, okay, we got that. Let me make the audio files. Let's put the digested versions up on YouTube. Literally the next freaking day.
Yes.
We announced Sonic Prime for coming to Netflix in 2022.
Yeah.
God fucking damn it! And then every Sonic news or Sonic Tuber channel, all over it, day after day, new news, new leaks, new information. Which, on the one hand, yeah, it makes this video now a very late adopter in terms of what Sonic Prime news even is.
Yeah.
On the plus side, for me, and us, sorry. Plus
yes,
side for us. Sorry, I'm still. Yeah. Plus side for us, I would say me because of how I edit the videos. All the news regarding it comes trickling out days after.
Yeah.
So we have an entire week of news surrounding this one announcement. Rather than Sonic Prime, what's that about? We're not too sure. Come tomorrow, get some more information. Hey, look at that, it's cast members. So we're looking to condense everything we have known about Sonic. I want to say Sonic Boom for a second.
Prime,
Sonic Prime. I'm looking at a picture of Boom Eggman. Okay, that's what got me.
Yeah. Well, put it this way for us. I mean, on the one hand, yeah, it's kind of normally when we do these, oftentimes we're late to the news. But on the other hand, it's kind of glorious for us because so much news. People have been asking for Sonic news for ages, and it's been trickling out for like weeks and days on end. And we're now at a point like we can now finally get a grab of that and actually get some good stuff to actually discuss and go through.
Yeah.
Should we talk about the voices? Because that's been like the big key.
Let's talk about what Prime is and what we know from a brief synopsis. And you have a few things to say about its productions.
Yes.
Where the hell is the news? There it is. Sonic Prime coming out. It's a 24-episode animated adventure for kids, families, and longtime fans. The same draw we give us every single fucking time to come out.
Yeah, basically everyone and anyone in the world who knows Sonic.
Yeah, and features the Blue Blur, which is my favorite series, of the video game of the high-octane adventures where the fate of the strange new multiverse rests in Glove's hands. Sonic's adventures about more than a race to the universe, a journey of self-discovery and redemption. The series will be animated at Wild Brain Vancouver Studio, and Sega and Wild Brain will participate across production, distribution, and licensing of Man of Action Entertainment creators of Ben 10 and characters and a team in the Academy Award-winning feature Big Hero 6 have been brought on as showrunners and executive producers of the series. Okay, so 24 episodes. So basically, this is going to be like a 25-minute long episode each because...
And it's on Netflix. That's the other thing. We've mentioned that before. It's going to be a Netflix series as well.
Everything's on Netflix now. Ready to get a new TV show available on this. So it's like, we've got it on live TV. We've got a streaming platform. Hey, guess what? Discovery's got this amalgamation thing. Basically, hey, you want to watch A&E and Discovery and Our Planet? Well, get Discovery Plus. And now there's Paramount Plus. Like, everything's getting a streaming platform. Can you please fucking slow the fuck down? I gotta have so much money for streaming platforms. Anyway, it's on Netflix.
The problem with the streaming thing is that basically everybody wants one, but everybody wants to have stuff they actually want to watch on them. So there you go. So in this case, we've got a Sonic show at least on that. Although funny enough, Boom Series 1 is available in the UK Netflix, but they've yet to show Series 2, but you can get that on Sky. So don't have to worry, folks, unless you're a Sky user.
Yeah. Speaking of Boom, like Movie One would not have 52 episodes rather than 24. That's because every episode was combined together for one episode.
Yeah, I mean, there were like 10 minutes. There were kind of like 10 minutes, up to a half-an-hour program with like 2 episodes that were about 10 minutes long, pretty much.
Yeah. So this more like be 24 episodes and like 24 minutes each. So we get a full-on series here.
Yeah.
Saying the fate, and if this is the one thing everyone has jumped on, which it seems to be a theme.
The multiverse.
The multiverse. It's now a trope among many things because everyone goes straight to Spider-Verse. Good
Yes,
film. Go watch it.
yeah. I mean, the thing with Spider-Verse is it's funny because I remember when that first announced, the only major thing was is that this is the film that's going to feature Miles Morales, who's been a popular character in the comics. So this was his first feature film debut. And initially, people kind of like, okay, the look's interesting. But as soon as they mention, oh, by the way, there's a Spider-Pig, Spider-Noir, and an anime girl, Spider-Man, along with Spider-Gwen, it's like, yeah, we're going crazy with this stuff.
Penny Parker is her name.
Yeah, Penny Parker. Like I said, this is what I mean. It's like as soon as they announce, by the way, we're going to animate a pig, film noir guy, and anime girl in a Spider-Man movie, it's like, why wouldn't you want to see that?
Pretty much, and the animation is cool as well.
Mm.
I still laugh at the bagel part. I really do. It's funny.
Yes.
The sound effects are bagel.
I know. It's just like there's an on-screen proper bagel after it hits somebody in the head.
Yeah, that gets me every time.
Yeah, but anyway, so the multiverse thing.
Yeah, the multiverse wrestling gloves, hand Sonic Adventures about races, save the universe, and a joke about self-discovery and redemption. So it's honestly saying Sonic may have fucked something up, or at least Prime Sonic has fucked something up.
Yeah, and something we should mention also that okay, the initial thing was that as the news has been trickling out, we've been finding more and more about Prime, and one of the things we found out from Duncan, one of the guys from Man of Action, who's writer and showrunner, has mentioned that this is going to be taking place in the Sega the Sega-verse of Sonic. So, don't worry, fans, your precious yet elusive canon has not been rebooted or anything. So Dan's happy about that.
I'll guarantee it'll be a big universe reboot like Infinite Earth. I guarantee the end of it will be that. It will be.
We yet to know if that's the plan behind this. But yeah, the essential gimmick of the show is whether or not Sonic has done something, he's caused an accident or something to go wrong in the universe and he has now to sort it out.
He sneezed too hard.
I mean,
but it's like everyone's again the multiverse thing. Everyone's jumping on, but it's like, what did I say last time? Like, if anyone could actually be, if you're gonna bring back Boom Sonic, have Roger play him, this is an opportunity. We could have modern Sonic or Prime Sonic, as it's now called, classic Sonic, Boom Sonic, and even movie Sonic. Yeah,
I mean. There's a few things I want to talk about that. On the one hand is, I mean, obviously there's the opportunity to do that this can be the cameo smorgasbord of Sonic shows out there. But on the other hand,
if the Flash with its Infinite Crisis storyline can include the movie Flash interacting with the TV Flash, you can do it.
I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, at the end of the day, it's about rights and who's able to come in and do a role. So it's possible, but
I don't think they would write it completely out, saying come back as Sonic. Nah.
Yeah, I mean, actually, one thing we can mention is while this was going on, of all people, Ryan Drummond, aka Adventure Sonic, was supposed to be contacted from Sega about possibility playing the role. Now we don't know whether this means
it was said to be his agent was in contacts with Sega.
Yes, that was the news.
So all the speculation around an Adventure remake is up already. I mean, I have my reservations, but still.
Yeah, I mean, my attitude was if they were going to do an Adventure remake, they would have had the cast that we had before, and they were all going to do it and play the characters. But as we know, that's not. We'll get to them in a minute.
Yeah, but someone did a joke as well. I think Nibrock did a joke. There's basically a picture of a female Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. And interacting in all universes and it's like okay, a gender bending universe, why not? It's possible.
Yeah,
I mean Red Dwarf did it.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I mean. Is like for Sonic Prime. I mean, one thing is, I think one thing they'll do is that if they want to do all that cameo business, I think they want to save that until towards the end of the show. In the meantime, it will be probably Sonic and the gang. They've only announced it's Sonic and the Minute, but Tails and Knuckles will come in. They just will. Come on, guys. But again, I like the idea. What this show could be is in both as an arc series. So again, there'll be a plot thread going all the way through about either trying to fix the universe or whatever Sonic's mistake is, and maybe making that character arc for him. But I'm interested to know if they're going to do this. One thing they could do is each episode could be about visiting, like you said, parallel universe, where they could just go absolutely balls to the wall with like alternate versions of the main characters or other. Maybe you'll feature like alternate versions of, say, like the Chaotix, for instance. Maybe in one universe they are split up for whatever reason, or maybe they are the rulers of the world. So again, I like the idea of the gang going to all these different dimensions and encountering all these crazy ideas, all these crazy what if scenarios.
Yeah, King Sonic, like a tyrant.
Yeah, exactly.
That actually was an arc small arc once in the comics.
Yeah, Like I said,
Super was a hippie.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say, the joke was like, oh, the interesting arc was they go to a gender-bending universe, but in actuality, it's Green Hill, but pink.
Yeah, well, I will say this, if they're going to do these multiverse things, I really hope they go crazy with the art style as well. I mean, it's going to be in 3D, but I hope each one of them is going to look different enough so they don't come off as. I mean, Boom kind of did this when they went to the alternate verse. They just inverted the colors, really, so that was like a cheap way of doing it. So I'm hoping they don't go down that route, but we'll wait and see when we actually get to see footage of this.
Yeah. My phone, please fuck off.
Yeah. But anyway, voices, we should get onto that because that's been a big talk for the last few days.
The biggest news we had, and we talked before, was Roger Craig Smith retiring the role after 10 years. And people were asking the other actors, are you going to be in Sonic Prime? Are you leaving as well? And here's the thing. Colleen O'Shaughnessy is not confirmed in Sonic Prime. I'm not too sure whether or not she's actually leaving, but she's not being in Sonic Prime.
Yeah, I mean, one by one, they've kind of been doing it. So Colin says she's not going to be in Prime. Cindy's apparently said on Twitter she's leaving along with Roger and the other cast members. We already talked about, Knuckles and Blaze have already been replaced by Team Sonic Racing, so we don't know if they're going to be coming back or not. So yeah, a lot of people, as time's gone on, more and more people are seemingly leaving the Sega boat for some reason, apart from the ever-present, ever cryptic, and yet trolling man that is Mike Pollock. He's staying, at least for the games. That's what he's confirmed.
Mike Pollock is continuing to play the role. I even said, it's like, if he has to keep the role, he has to be re-audition. He said in a tweet, you know what to say, the more the merrier, which we've heard at least 100 times within a minute. You have not heard the last of me, Dr. Eggman inside the Hedgehog video games. Kindly prepare your ears accordingly. If you guess otherwise, surprise. Now, if you excuse me, I had to stack up on Legends.
Yes.
So he is, again, the longest running voice actor for Sonic, and he's going to continue.
Yeah, longest actor to play Robotnik as well. Eggman, whatever you want, folks. Yeah, and like I said, between this, he's been constantly being both cryptic and sort of trolling people, like he's been telling them about NDAs or he can't say anything. But yeah, he just blatantly put out, don't worry, folks, I'm going to be around, at least for the game-wise. I'm pretty sure he's going to be in the TV show. I mean, it'd be stupid not to have him in there because he started in TV. Why not have it continue for a third time now,
Yeah. But it's just going to sound really odd, especially when Sonic Colors came out. It's like, it's still Pollock as Eggman. It's still got the growly, high-pitched, zany voice we've been accustomed with at that time for like 7 years. Then all of a sudden, new cast surrounding him. It's like, all right, we all got used to that. Used to the other people coming in and out, especially like switching from like Espio from Troy Baker to Matt Mercer.
Yeah, that was the thing. Troy Baker was Espio, folks. There's something you should know about.
And Matt Mercer was Commander Shepard in Mass Effect.
There you go.
Yeah. 2 of the highest profile voice actors you've ever had. Are you given to the one character? Given to the one character who doesn't talk a lot.
Yes. There you go, folks.
I mean, Shadow talks a bit less, but Espio is about a few words.
Yeah, I mean, he's meant to be a ninja. That's his whole gimmick anyway, silent and deadly when he can be. Yeah,
that's just it's really weird and funny.
I know.
So again, as fans, this is the third set with a third cast set with only one remaining voice actor. So we had to go through another, I guess, adjustment period with the voice actors.
It's interesting because the last time this happened, like he has mentioned, I think there's an interview or a podcast out there where he mentioned when he was in Colors, when he rehired. I mean, essentially it was just okay, I think he more or less did the same voice, the same sort of attitude, whatever, but just given these lines. And, they kind of called it back and said, yeah, you got the role, guy. So I think part of it is down to maybe they just got to a point. It's like, we're not going to find anybody else good enough to play this role. I mean, he's an egotistical genius who wants the world to know it. So we've had Mike this long. Why not keep him?
Pretty much.
Yeah, so it's...
But it's like, other people are trying to ask, like, who else could have actually played Eggman? I'm like, I haven't got a single fucking clue.
I haven't got a clue. I could not even guess. And even for, like, Sonic Tails and Amy, whoever they're going to be played by, I mean, I have heard from James Sullivan, who's apparently said on Facebook there is rumors that maybe they'll be getting voice actors from Vancouver because the show is made in Canada, so we may be getting a Canadian group of actors for the role, but that's still up in the air. Before we move on, one thing I want to say, especially for Colleen, is despite if she isn't going to be playing the character anymore, at least in the game or even at least for the show or the game, one thing I hope is I want her to play Tails in the second movie. I really hope she gets that chance.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like I said. I mean, remember, I think the story with her is that it was a last minute thing. They called her up to do the few lines, and quite frankly, folks, you're not. If you got to that point where it's like, look, we can't find anybody good enough to play Tails, why not get the actual actress who does it as a career and put her in the movie? That's great. Why not do it for a full feature? That's ideal for me. I mean, maybe, I mean, there's been rumors about Tom Holland supposed to be playing Tails or whatever, but really, just get her for God's sakes. I mean, if she's going to go out, let her go out in a feature film, as far as I can say. Let her be like the last big thing she does with the character.
Yeah, because Sonic fans are a lot more fickle than Marvel fans.
Oh God, I mean,
Yeah, War Machine, pretty much.
Yeah, even then, at least they made a joke out of that. That's the good thing about Marvel. You know, they changed. You know, that was so early on in the continuity. Like at that point, it's like, does anybody really care? Nah, it's all right.
No.
Yeah.